Hey, what's up, Obi Tribe? Today we are out hiking in the desert. It's a beautiful day, it's very hot, and I wanted to cover one of the most important things that you need to stay on top of and be very aware of when you're out hiking, and that is hydration. People that get underhydrated on the trail, it's one of the quickest ways I've seen trips get ruined for people, or for them to just have a miserable time, because if you get behind on your hydration, it's extremely hard to get caught back up, especially out here in the West. So today on this video, I wanted to cover some of the different types of filters, and then go over a few of my favorite tips and tricks, and my favorite and preferred method of filtering water, so that you have a better idea of how you can always stay hydrated on the trail. The most popular two ways to filter water are going to be using a squeeze type filtration system or a pump system. Now, for the pump side, I typically recommend using that if you have multiple people trying to use the same filter. It can simply pump more water out than trying to use a squeeze type system. So the two recommendations I would give there, or the two most popular, would be the MSR Sweetwater or the Katadyn Hiker. The Katadyn Hiker you'll be able to actually find on our website, but both of those have a great reputation and are going to work really well if you've got, say, two or more people that are trying to filter out of the same filter. Now, for the bulk of you, you're going to be using a squeeze type system, such as this Katadyn Be Free, or another very popular option is the Sawyer Squeeze and Sawyer products. Now, personally, I've had really good luck with the Katadyn. I used to use some of the Sawyer products, and I've since switched to this because the flow rate is very impressive in this. They're a little bit easier to take care of and manage as well. But essentially, with these are going to be better suited if you're using it for personal use or 1 to 2 people. So on our trips, personally, I always take a filter like this with me, and the Be Free has been my go-to one lately because it's just superior in every way. So the biggest ways is definitely I like this wide mouth on there. It's easier for me to fill this up. When I go to clean this, I don't have to blow back through it. I can simply wring this out or fill this up and shake this, and it makes it a much easier cleaning process. But absolutely number one and biggest reason that I choose the Katadyn Be Free is because the flow rate has far exceeded anything that I've seen through other products on the market, like the Sawyer Squeeze. Because of that, it's just been a no-brainer for me to switch to this, and it is our recommendation, which is why if you go over to outdoorvitals.com, you'll be able to find the Katadyn products, specifically the Be Free option. So a couple quick tips just to remember when you go to filter water. If you can, try to always filter water that is actively running. It's going to be a lot more fresh, it's going to taste better. However, there are going to be situations where you can't find that running water and you're going to have to filter standing water, but just try your best to find that running water. Your filter's still going to work just fine, but you're going to plug it up a lot less fast, and typically the water's going to taste a little bit better. So my biggest tip for filtering water in every situation, I try to do this because it's so much more convenient, and it's just like my tried and true method, which is to set up a gravity filter system. So what you can do with the Katadyn Be Free is on our website, you can actually buy the gravity filter system. And that's what I recommend if you have a desire to do this. I pieced this together before I got a hold of one of those. But essentially, all you're gonna do is put your filter onto this dirty bag. You can screw this piece right onto the top of it and then screw that directly to a bottle. And then all I do is when I go to bed at night, I'm just gonna hang that up on the side of my tent or on a tree branch or something like that. I wake up in the morning and I have 2 to 3 liters of clean water ready to go in the morning. That's my biggest tip, and it's definitely something I recommend everyone gets involved with. Even if you're actively hiking, sometimes I'll fill this up, throw it up on my backpack, and just make sure everything's clean and clear, ready to go, with this obviously above the dirty bag. And I can hike and it can be filtering water for me. So to me, it works a lot faster, takes a lot less effort to do that, but also with the Katadyn filter, it does filter so fast that sometimes it's just really not that necessary. That's something I really picked up with when I had the Sawyer filter, and then just kept with that. So I'll show you some different clips of me gravity filtering, but it's definitely something you should consider, and it makes a huge difference when you're filtering for, say, 2 people using this type of filter. All right, so that's gonna wrap up our water filtering tips and tricks video for right now. Make sure that you're staying super hydrated on the trail. It's extremely important, and I promise you, it can ruin a trip almost as fast as anything else if you get underhydrated. Also, just note that all of the products that I talked about in this video that we recommend are available on our website. And if you are a Live Ultralight member, which is a member of our store credit membership program, you're gonna get additional discounts and rebates off of anything here. Giving you the best possible price online. Just kind of gives you a one-stop shop to be able to pick up some of these vetted products that we use every time we go out on trips. So go check that out, stay hydrated on the trail, and if you have any questions, as always, reach out to us at support@outdoorvitals.com.